Hello boys and girls, I present to you the NAN Slipper, which is a good house for duo, trio or even quad. With the forthcoming update, I've got a fresh base for you guys that I think you are going to enjoy. So stick around for the tour to find out. I put a lot of effort into building and editing, so please subscribe and pre-fire that like button. But for now, relax and enjoy the edit.
I kept it silent the whole time. I ain't never ever played both sides. East side, by gunfight. Pull up in the van and the door slide. We ain't never throwing no white flag. Gotta get smoke when the bros die. They gon' spin to the car high. Don't call my phone till some more die. I kept it silent the whole time. I ain't never ever played both sides. I kept it silent.
Welcome to the tour of the NAN Slipper. Starting things off, we will first take a closer look at our externals, which are disconnectable like so. I like to have extra respawns in my externals so I can get back into fights quickly while still keeping up the 8 rocket raid cost to the externals. Next up we will enter our shell, which is funneled and guarded by 4 turrets. The shotgun traps provide further protection, so no one can easily run around in your shell. We get some tight angles all around the base from the shell. Moving into our respawn bedrooms, we see that we have some decent angles into our shell, as well as a battery and a locker. It was also important to me that you can fit an oil refinery inside of the shell, which worked out pretty nicely. Moving into the base, we see that we have 2 very useful angles, which are watching the door. I would also like to mention that we have turret coverage up here, as well as double honeycomb on either side of the base. Also, we are getting 4 boxes in each loot room, as well as all the deploys that we need. Moving into our core, we see that we get a stair bunker, which is very easy to seal. Moving to the next floor, we see that we get some retakes into our shooting floor. As we can see, we also get some bedrooms which are out of the raid path, as well as these retakes watching our roof. Next up we see that we have some very advantageous angles down into the door path. As well as these multi-TC's angles, which are watching the door. Also the turrets from the shell are kind of watching the shooting floor. Up here we see that we get some tight angles all around the base. And this peak is not even DSC dependent, so we don't have to worry about that. At the same time we also get some more retakes up onto roof. On roof we see that we have these very advantageous multi-TC angles that are basically watching the entire shell, as well as some more downward angles. Up here we see that we get even more tight angles, which are on all the 4 sides, as well as some wide angles. We also get some basic downward angles, so we can clear our shell. And some far angles on this side of the base. We also see that our turrets are very well protected, so they are not easily destroyed by SAM sites or HVs. I would also like to mention that you can land a scrappy on your roof, even though it's not a big base. And in case you haven't found the 2 very hidden bunkers yet, let me show you. I hope you guys enjoyed the combination of features on this 2x1. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. On with the build guide. So, to build the NAN slipper, you probably want to start by placing a 1x1 with a triangle where our TC will go. And we probably want to build it like this so we can instantly place our TC down. Don't have to wait for the timer, so we can destroy this wall. As soon as resources become available, we probably want to expand our 2x1 like this. Since we now have some more space to work with, we can place our deployables down. Our boxes will go on this place. Place your tier 1 down and place as many bags as you like. But make sure that you keep this open for now, because you might want to have still have some access to those back walls, so we can upgrade them later in case we add some honeycomb. So, and then later we want to add the window frame. Overall, this should just serve as some inspiration on how you can build your starter. Later on you should not add a shelf here, but keep it open because we need the space for our bunker. You can place boxes or barrels here in the end, but from now on I will just upgrade everything to its final stage, so I don't have to show you later. Now we can expand by building ourselves a jump up, so we can get to the 2nd floor. This will also be our bunker, so let's make sure that you place a triangle frame right here and just build a furnace in the middle so you can use it as a jump up if you don't have the BP for the triangle floor grill for now. But you can also place a triangle floor grill and go on by building your jump up. And you can place a single door frame here and at the middle door, or just place an armor door in the end. And now that we are on the 2nd floor, we can add the square, close it in, add 2 frames, seal it in. You can have this as your front door for now, and use the space for some deployables that you might need. But as soon as you're ready, you should still be able to place the shelf and those 2 ramps, and just then you should add the frame, so you can do that in one go. And You can easily place your boxes from this position. This will be our second floor loot rooms, which are still serving as honeycomb. At this stage, it might be a good idea to add some honeycomb to your base. So we are just going to do that. On these sides we will add some triangle honeycombing. Then do it the same way as we did on the other side. Placing our square honeycomb here. Triangle honeycomb here. As well as here. Now we want to leave out honeycomb on these sides, since there will be the multi-TC. So we still have to upgrade to some high grade, so we can save some high raid costs in the beginning. As soon as we are ready, we want to expand our base like so. We're going to mirror what we did on the other sides. In these spots we want to make sure that we place some windows. And some frames so no one can enter. We can also place those single doors facing inwards like so. And get our single door roof access down. And we want to add some double doors in these spots. You can spam garage doors on the second floor. And from now on I will enable stability so I can show you quicker what I'm building. At this stage of the build we want to add our externals. Do that by cutting off 5 squares from the side of the base, capping it off with the triangle, moving the squares, coming back with triangles, capping it off and going out by 4 additional squares. We cap this off yet again, move the squares and build back with triangles. So you can place this square right here, can remove those excess triangles. We add those foundations, and from here it's important that we add those 2 low walls and those 2 windows, as well as those 2 frames. You should leave the upper frame to stone, so it will see the gap that's created by the multi-TC. And from here we want to expand the base like so. We want to make sure that we have those frames to melt so we still have stability on our roof. From here we want to first seal this in, and then we want to place a shelf in here so we can place our turret up here. Then we seal this in, and we can add door frame here to increase the door path. Mobility wise it's not the best for now, but you can learn this BP right here and just get this down by jumping around a bit. You will make it place, and this just increase the mobility, and you can get down from your base with these. And we can add those doors right here. as well as doors. You can attach nades so you can kill door campers. And on the roof, we want to make sure that we place a roof on here, floor on here, and attach another floor on the external, so you get this very cheeky peak that you can use to defend your base. And for our external, we want to come off by a triangle and 3 squares. So we want to place these 3 triangles. It's important that we add those 2 half walls here. We can close this in at the roof, and we want to place this frame right here, so it's not easy to replace the external TC. Guess it's getting raided. And you can place a window or a full wall here. And you can put some respawns in here, early game. And after that you want to reconnect your external TCs like this. Just the middle. And you have those 2 externals. And now you are at least 2 walls to your core, which is pretty good. From here we want to add some honeycomb on our second floor by building a half wall and a window frame on each side of the base. And down here we want to add some ramps. And we want to add those triangle floor frames. And just like that we get this cheeky peak that is watching our shell. And we want to add our hidden bunkers by just building this roof peak, and we can open it by placing a roof from below. And we can add this door walls up here, and we can seal us in. And now we want to add our bedrooms. And to add our roof peaks. Can put some boxes up here if you like to. And now we want to seal the roof in. And we also want to create the pixel beak, which does not require a DSC as promised. And we do that by building up those frames. And we can also create this pixel peak up here. We also want to add our jump up. We do by placing a floor down here. And we want to place frame here, and we can place a double door in here. And by building those triangle frames, those roofs. We are essentially removing the conditioner, so we are getting the pixel peak. Now that we got a good portion of the base complete, we want to start building our shell, which we do, coming off some triangles. We want to build this square, which will be the respawn bedroom for our shell. Will be where our turret will go, up here. And now you can decide whether you want to reconnect this to your main base, or you just want to have this upkept by another TC. But I really like to reconnect it, so you have some faster progression on the base, which you do by placing those two roofs, which will reconnect it to the main base, and now this little compartment will not decay. To complete the shell, we want to make sure that we come off from the external TC part of our base and not from the main TC part, because otherwise the footprint will not work. Which we do by placing a triangle, square, these three triangles, and then we want to have this triangle as well as this square. You can add some peaks here, so you can also have a peak on your door from here. And we want to add our tile peaks right here. And we want to destroy this low wall, this half wall, and just place this low wall. Put floor on the roof. And we want to do the exact same thing on the other side of the base. Should do by placing the same build out. And in these spots you can put your shotgun traps in the end. Now we probably want to complete our roof slash shooting floor, which we do by building these frames right here. We also want to add in these frames to add up some more stability. And we can place these floors in these spots. We also have those tight angles on our roof, as well as this particular. We can add some wooden frames here to make it a bit cheaper, so we can also get the particular up here. Do that on both sides. Then we can also add some more window frames right here, and in these positions we want to add the ramps, which we do by placing this floor right here. Then we want to add this half floor. Oh, my bad, I actually did it wrong. We have to place the floor on the external side, then place a half floor, and then this floor. From here, you place this stone ramp, and then another ramp, which we will upgrade to metal. Then we can just destroy this floor and this wall. Everything will demolish. Do the same on the other side. Okay, this metal will give you some better peaks. And at this spot, you can just add another window frame. And now you can already start by farming up these frames. We also want to close this off and build these ramps, which we do by placing a wood wall right here. Then we can add those ramps. And also some more roofs to our roof. And right here we want to place more well-protected turrets. Essentially you want to have all those frames upgraded to metal, so this turret will stay up in case of an MLI strike or something like that. This is where your turret will go eventually. You can chain link this in. And it also, you can still access your turrets. And from here we want to build sort of the same thing on the other side, which we do by also building frames right here. Can add some chain link doors right here. Might also want to add some visibility outside, and we can also place turret pod right here. And here. So now that we are ready with the build, I will show you some more very essential deployable placement, such as turrets. So on the roof, we want to make sure that we place our turrets as far back as we can, just like this. And for shell, we want to place these turrets a little bit more to the front, so it can still cover the whole shell. And right here we want to also place a turret in the middle of the triangle, so it can still cover everything. And we also want to place some chain link. For our second floor, you can also place some armored doors right here, so you get some better raid cost. And we want to place some turrets right here, so that you have some more coverage up here. And if you have some more laptops and cameras, you can also choose to add these turrets right here, which are not going to obstruct you in any way. And up here we want to minimize our exposure, so we place those triangle floor frames, not frames but floors. And yeah, this is pretty much as good as the base gets, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.